Today I want to make a bowl out of this piece of spalted alder. There was quite a crack in here and I filled that with that Starbond black CA glue. I don't think that'll show up too badly considering the spalting that's on here. And I want to do an offset bowl. Instead of having it in the center, I'll move it over just a little bit. So that's today's project. Now this week I received in the mail a sticker from David Adamsen for his YouTube channel, and I really hope you'll check him out. He's not just a fine turner, but I've been just blown away by the fact that his video is always so crisp and clear. Something I've been striving to do and just not getting there. So check him out. I think you'll like not only what he's turning, but his videos in general. So let's go over and see what we can do with turning an offset bowl in this piece of spalted alder. I have a piece of poplar here that I've cut to fit on here to use as a counterweight so that I can try to get more speed up when I'm turning this, and then I'll remove it later. I'm going to put it on with hot glue. I have a couple of 18-inch clamps I will use to make sure it's clamped on there firmly. Let it cool for a few minutes, then I'll come back to it. All right, I'll let that glue cure and I'll be back. All right, I have the piece of poplar glued on there now, and by density, it's much heavier than what this spalted alder is. So I had to trim off about 1/8 of an inch from it to get it to balance out closely. But now, as I'll show you, it runs very smoothly at 1,000 RPM, and yes, I will stand out of the way. All right, so I will set this up now and start doing some turning. First thing I want to do is make a recess to put my chuck jaws into, just a little larger than what I've marked here. I'm going to be turning this at 500 RPM. It's a little small. Now this is very soft and punky wood in there. I think I'm going to take this off, pour a little bit of thin CA glue in there to harden that up, and then try to clean this up. All right, I should be able to just sand this in here now. All right, I think I'm just going to sand this. All right, sand it to 400 grit. I'm happy with that. Now to continue with some of the turning. All right, time to shape the bowl. This is sanded as well as I can get it. It's a little rough in here because some of this wood is much softer than other woods. So it's very tough to get it smooth, but I'm happy with it. See what we can do with the bowl. All right, I want a shallow bowl, so that'll do it. I'm just going to finish this with sandpaper, and I'll be back. For the majority of this piece, I'm going to use Howard Feed and Wax. I like the warm glow it gives it, but it's not a gloss. The inside of the bowl, though, I want to shine a little bit. So I'm going to use a couple coats of sanding sealer, then I'm going to use Axe abrasive paste and his polishing paste, and see if I can't get a nice shine in here just to contrast with the rest of this piece. So I'll be back after I get that much done. Well, I can't say I'm unhappy with this. It's not wonderful, but I'm looking forward to seeing just what this spalted alder is going to look like when I put on this Howard feed and wax. Usually makes the grain pop a little bit, gives it a nice warm glow. Let's just see what happens here today. Well, it's definitely making a difference, that's for sure. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, click the like button. If you didn't like it, click the dislike button if you like, but I'd really appreciate it if you tell me what you don't like. I keep getting these people clicking on the dislike button with no idea why, what they don't like, what can I do to improve it. So, if you have any thoughts on that, please feel free to share them with me. If you like this, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that. I really appreciate those who support me that way, and I'd like you to do the same if you haven't. Well, thank you for showing up today. I hope you'll come back next time. Between now and then, as always, have a great day in your shop and be safe. Take care now. Oh, and I should mention, David Adamsen's website, I'm going to put a link down below in the description box so you can find him. Well worth checking out. Thanks again. Bye-bye now.